your national days of the week. Tomorrow, Damani, Manana, August 17th. It's National Pineapple Juice Day. I have a lot to say when it comes to pineapple juice. Number one, of all the juices, it is, if not the first, at least the second favorite of all of my juices. I love cranberry juice. I also love pineapple juice. But my memories with the juices and the connected fruit are slightly different. So if you give me cranberry juice, instinctively, I want to add vodka. Of course, there's nothing like a good Cape Cod. A little cranberry juice and vodka over the rocks. I love a Cape Cod. But when it comes to pineapple, I don't think about additional adult beverages added. I think about cinnamon. And as soon as I say it, my mouth starts to water. Give me baked pineapple covered in cinnamon. You've made my life. It's the most amazing flavor on earth. It's all the sweetness and the tartness and the deliciousness that anyone can imagine. Now, take away the cinnamon, take away the baking, and just give me the juices of the pineapple. I'm still very happy. I like the juices of the pineapple. And there's I don't know. I've heard some things, okay? There's the possibility that pineapple juice can make your man juice better. And if that's a thing, then all men should be drinking pineapple juice. You understand what I'm saying here? If things happen and you like those things, and one of the way to make those things happen is to just be a better flavor, men should drink pineapple juice every day. That's I've settled the debate. It's not cranberry juice or pineapple juice. It is 100%, without a doubt, pineapple juice. For all of the men's, I believe that. And you can believe whatever you want to believe on August 17th. National Pineapple Juice Day. A lot of comments popping up. Let's go see what you had to say. All right. Can you get an amen? Amen. James, not cool. Wait, is everything working right? Nice. Right? I agree. A face only a muddick would love. True story. Pineapple juice is okay. You're not paying attention to the words that I'm saying, rabbit. And who doesn't like... You knew exactly where I was going with that. Let's get ready for the next one. Yeah, because Tuesdays get a bad rap. Let's do this. Tuesday, August 18th, is Nationalione Fajita Dias. Oh, you didn't know? I habla la Españolo. National Fajitas Day. But because it's a Tuesday, it gets overshadowed by its crunchy partner, the taco. Fajitas and the National Fajita Day logically should be on a Friday. Because people love alliteration. And no one knows what alliteration means. Anyway, National Fajita Friday, that's a thing. But it doesn't fall out. They didn't make it one of the floating days. They made it one of the normie days. So it falls on a Tuesday this year. And no one's eating fajitas on a Tuesday if tacos are an option. As a matter of fact, in my building, they're having a taco sale on Tuesday. Fajitas, know your place. Your place is on Fridays. That's where all fajita loving belongs, on Fridays. But I can only go with what they give me. And if they tell me Tuesday, August the 18th is National Fajita Day, I have to share that with you. Find a way to celebrate every day, particularly if it's not alliterative. Speaking of Tuesday, Friday, God bless America, Tuesday, August the 18th, National Fajita Day. To your comments. Ba-ba-ba-bam. He loves him some fajitas. I like that. Kill. Okay. All right. He got a laugh out of that. I'll give him a laugh out of that too. That was funny. Hee 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 hee. Laugh emoji for James. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one too. Sorry. Needed a little hydration. I'm pretty sure I've done this one before, so I'm not going to do it. I'm pretty sure I've praised potatoes in all of the ways that you can praise potatoes. But Wednesday, August 19th is National Potato Day. I'm not doing it this time. I'm sure I've done it probably more than once over the years. Instead, we're going to do this. Wednesday, August 19th is National Hot and Spicy Food Day. Yesterday, as I was driving to the place where I get my gas, outside there was a giant panda bear waving at me. Now, I had not taken any hallucinogenics, and that doesn't explain why there would be a giant panda bear on the side of the road waving at me. What does explain it is, I think, Wednesday. We're getting a Panda Express in Mechanicsburg. Now, I've never had a Panda Express. I have never once eaten Panda Express food. But I have heard that their orange chicken is da bomb. I cannot wait to try it for myself. And the fact that they would put somebody out there in a giant panda costume made me laugh. I don't know the menu of Panda Express. The only thing I know about Panda Express is the rumors that their orange chicken is the bomb. Do they have hot and spicy? Because I like the spicy and the hot. I'm pretty sure those two words go together. I think hot and spicy are synonymous. I recently went to Bong Chong, or I had some Bong Chong, which is a Korean fried chicken place. And I asked for the spiciest of that, the hottest of the spiciest of the hot. I asked for, because the Koreans, they know how to spice it up and hot it up. And what I got, not so much. There was a time, me and my friends, every Thursday night, we would watch Survivor and we would eat some Zoom chicken. That's Korean double fried in panko chicken. Oh. And the dip was the hottest thing imaginable. Gochujang, spicy gochujang. And me and my manly friends. These are men. Doug, Pete, Chris. These are manly men. Ah. We would try to finish our little box of Zoom chicken while watching Survivor. Why do we watch Survivor? Because pornography is illegal in Korea, and they wear bikinis on Survivor. True story. Don't worry, enforcement wasn't that bad. Anyway, we would watch Survivor on Thursdays. We would eat our Zoom chicken, and we would try to finish the box. And it was toxic hot. It was hot and spicy at the next level. And occasionally, you'd have to just not finish the box. That's the hot and spicy I like. I like the hot and spicy where there are decisions that need to be made. Do you want to eat all of this or maybe not? That hot and spicy hasn't reached America. I've been to the Coop. The Coop, I think, is a hilarious name for a chicken place. It's Korean fried chicken. It's very good, but it's not Korean fried chicken. It's double fried in panko, as is banchan, double fried in panko. That's great if you're trying to get your grease intake up. But when I say fiori, when I want the caldo es fiori, I want the hot, I want the spicy. It's not it. Where do you get your hot and spicy food? Tell me about it in the comments. And save your comments for Wednesday, August 19th. National Hot and Spicy Food Day. To your comments after a refreshing aqua. Went to see Carlos Mencia last night. I'm speaking a lot of Spanish today. Robert loves him some fajitas. Was that a pineapple juice bottle? Funny. Is slowly getting into some spicy food. Uh-oh. Better get Mako. Meh, it's okay. You should see if they will give you work coupons and you can escort the panda on base to hand them out. Not a bad idea. Robert then mentions jalapenos. Now, he could be talking about the spicy little pepper called a jalapeno, or he could be talking about the restaurant that's relatively close to his house that I just talked about again on a recent podcast about jalapenos. Jalapenos in Savannah, Georgia. By all means, go there, get the house special. It's $13 and it's more food than you can eat. It's freaking amazing. Amazing. Ugh, not a lot of good choices to choose from here. I've already covered how bacon kills you, so I probably shouldn't do that 2 weeks in a row. I got hiccups. Sweet. Thursday, August the 20th. Is National Lemonade Day. Cool, refreshing lemonade. Lemonade. That cool, refreshing drink. I think that's how Eddie did it. Eddie doing an impression of Elvis. Yeah, for years we worked at perfecting what lemonade was. Once upon a time, these yellow fruits dropped off a tree and people would juice them and they would drink the juices in the waters with some sugar added to them. They made themselves lemonade. But then, years later, country time came along and you would just pour the water and take a scoopful of country time lemonade and dump it in there. And if you were really adventurous, you took 2 scoops and you dumped it in there. But that was years ago. We have advanced to the single-use package of lemonade. Country Time is not the one I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of a different lemonade thingy. They make lemonade packets. Sunkiss, oh, geez, I wish I could remember what that was. I want to remember what it was because this particular company that makes individual use lemon packets was they were friends of mine for my entire tour in Korea. It wasn't Country Time. Sunkiss something, Country Time, lemonade, no, limoncello. I like some limoncello. If you're lucky, if I like you, and if I have time and energy, that's my Christmas gift to my friends. I make limoncello and I give that out. Because I know how to make the cellos of the lemon, and I'm very good at it. But that is not lemonade. What is the individual packets? Not Capri Suns, you know, the individual packets of lemon powdered substances. Oh, I wish I could remember. That was my nightly drink in Korea. I would get me some chilled soju, and I would take one of these little lemonade packets and put it in there. And yeah, that's how you do a year and a half away from your loved ones. You just get blitzed every night on the local alcohol, which in Korea happened to be soju. But you don't have to do that. I'm just saying it's a good coping mechanism. And you can think about that on Thursday, August the 20th. National Lemonade Day. That cool, refreshing drink. All right, to your comments. Star something. Crystal Light, that's what it was. God bless, man. Why does it take you so long to help me out, okay? I needed help, and you showed up like 2 days late. Crystal Light lemonade and soju. Oh, I can stop. They sell soju here in America, in Pennsylvania, and it's only like $11 for a liter. And a little Crystal Light lemonade, man. It'll make your day, I promise. The problem with soju and Crystal Light lemonade is it's super sneaky. It's super sneaky. Like you're relaxing and you're chilling and you're hanging with your homeboys and you're drinking some Crystal Light soju and everything is normal and fine. And then the next minute, you're done. You're done, son. It just sneaks up on you so rapidly. It is not funny. All right. That's funny, Robert. Robert's got the jokes today. What are we doing? Saturday? No, Friday. Yeah, we're going to do this one because things have gotten weird around here. Friday, August 21st is National Sweet Tea Day. Yes, sweet tea, good. There are different varieties of sweet tea. Okay. You got your lemon and your peach, probably my personal favorite. You don't see that a lot in America. In America, you got lemon, sweet tea, countryside, country fried, I don't know. When I think of sweet tea, I think of Uncle Si from the Duck Dynasty. Because that man loved him some sweet tea. And I never met anybody that loves sweet tea as much as Uncle Si loves sweet tea. And then one day, my wife decided to be the hotter version of Uncle Si. Because all of a sudden, all she wanted was sweet tea. all the time, like addictively. I'm not that guy. I'm the guy like, you want some sweet tea? Like, okay, thank you. You go to a restaurant that's a diner. You want water or tea? I'll take some tea. You want sweet tea? Yes, please. Because I wouldn't want to add the sugar myself. That just reminds me of working in a restaurant and the ungodly amounts of sugar that we would put in sweet tea. Look, if you're health conscious in any way, may I just suggest something to you? Just a small little thing. Order the unsweetened tea and then sweeten it to your preference. Because when we would make sweet tea in a restaurant, we would brew the tea, and the amount of sugar that we would put in there as a young person didn't seem abnormal. But in my adult age, I think, wow, that was a lot. We gave a lot of people diabetes back in the day because there was heaps of sugar that would go in sweet tea. Get the unsweetened tea and sweeten it yourself. But don't get distracted. If you live near a Turkey Hill, I don't know why, but she thinks those are the best sweet teas on the market. So if you can get yourself some Turkey Hill sweet tea and you want to donate it to the cause, just bring it on by. Bring it on by, drop it off on the stoop. Remember, they had a tea that you could brew in the sun. Maybe many of you are too young to remember that. So Lipton, I think it was Lipton Sun Tea. And you'd take some bags and you'd put them in a big glass of water and you'd put it out on the stoop and let the sun do its thing, and then you could have tea. Unsweetened, of course. But that's what we're talking about on Friday, August 21st. We're talking about National Sweet Tea Day. To your comments, what do you got? Lipton, yeah, I was drinking pineapple juice. That's funny. Sweet. Southern sweet tea. Snapple sucks booty, is what he says. I don't think that's true. I think Snapple's good in a pinch. If you have an affliction, a desire to have sweet tea, and there's none around, and all you have as an option is Snapple, that's okay, I think. Plus, under the lid of a Snapple iced tea, there's always really cool life advice that you should follow. Huh? You think Walter Brittany had diabetes? Walter Brittany? Who the hell is Walter Brittany? I don't think Walter Brittany is who you're thinking. Why do you think Walter Brittany had diabetes? No. You're thinking of the mustache guy. The initials are probably the same. That's not his name. Diabetes. Can't remember his name right now. Curses, man. Don't distract me like that. You got me. That's stupid. I don't know what that is. We'll go with that. Jessica says, homemade brewed tea in our house with sugar-free raspberry syrup. That sounds amazing. I want some sugar-free raspberry syrup tea. That sounds amazing. Brimley. Yes, Walter Brimley. Sounds closer to the name of the actor that you're degrading. Moving on. Saturday, August 22nd is National Be an Angel Day. Wow. Think about that one for a second. Because what does it take to be an angel? I must die and go to heaven to get my wings, some may say. But that's not true. You can be an angel by doing angelic things, by helping your fellow human, by rescuing animals. There are so many ways where you can be angelic. And I'm curious, how do you think you could be angelic? Raising kids, I don't think you could be angelic. I think there has to be a good mixture of demonic and angelic in raising children. You have to let them know sternly what is and what is not acceptable, and that's not necessarily angelic behavior. But you can. I don't know if anybody's noticed recently, but there's a lot of earthquakes happening in the world, and a lot of people are dying in the resulting earthquakes. And when an earthquake happens, it really destroys the infrastructure of the area. So what you may do is be involved in food drives. You may go to grocery outlet, bargain market. You may go to grocery outlet and buy a couple $100 worth of food and then take it to another destination where you can send that food to the needy country. That's angelic behavior. When my family was visiting, that's exactly what we did. There was a disaster somewhere in the world, and we went to grocery market, family outlet, grocery outlet, family market. We went there because it's a cheap place to buy food. And we bought a whole bunch of food, a trunk full of food. And then we took it to another location where they said they would get that food to the people who needed it. I would consider that angelic behavior. I would encourage that kind of behavior. I'm not a big fan of giving money to homeless people or using my tax dollars to give money to people who have no desire whatsoever to work. I'm not a fan of those things. I don't think that's angelic behavior. I think that's just stealing and buying, vote buying. I don't like it. I don't like it, I said. But if there's an emergency situation somewhere in the world and people are desperately in the need of something, that's angelic behavior. That may be the ticket. Think of all the bad things that you ever did in your life. When they open up the book of you, and on the left-hand side is all the bad things you did, and on the right-hand side is all the good things you did. If you want to get through the pearly gates, your balance has to at least be even. You can do some bad things, but you got to do good things to balance out the bad things, or else the gates don't open. That's the rules, man. I didn't make them. I listened to somebody else interpret them. But do something nice for somebody, even a random stranger, anybody. On Saturday, August 22nd, National Be an Angel Day. To your comments. I am a devil. All right. Oh my goodness. There's so many comments here. Let me get over here and scroll up a little bit. All right. I am angelic by not killing Jay every day. Ha ha. Ha 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 ha. That's funny. I am a devil. Left on Dennis the Menace. Seriously, helping others is the best form for me, or making them laugh. You never know what someone is going through. True story, man. Slight diversion. Robert, you nailed it. You never know what someone's going through. I'm still going through it, but I was really intensely going through it when my buddy died. And I just remember going into work with so much sadness and anger inside me. And people would like, good morning. And I was like, good morning. But if anybody would have said anything foul to me, I would have murdered them because that's how bad I was. That's the position I was in at the time. So yeah, you never know what someone's going through. So it's very it's advantageous. It's good advice to be nice to everybody all the time. We got this possibility of a guy who may be distraught, you know, and he comes to work every day and someone says, "Hey, this guy might be a problem." And I just think to myself, he's not going to be a problem to me because I'm nice to him every day. Hello, hi, how are you? Good morning, have a great day. I'm nice. If he's got issues, he got issues with somebody that ain't me. That's all I'm saying. Be nice to everybody because you never know what they might be going through. Good thing to point out there, Robert. I saved more than you and okay. I'm angelic by not killing James. I am angelic for discretion is the better part of valor. So we're going to go a little long. Discretion is the better part of valor was a phrase that Norman Branham said years ago. We had an option. We could go in guns a-blazing and take care of a situation, or we could let the situation handle itself. Now, I'm young and stupid. I don't know the difference between one or the other. And I'm like, let's go, go, go. And Norman Branham said, young man, discretion is the better part of valor. And I was like, I didn't know what that meant, but I did know that we weren't go, go, going. And he said that to me, and it stayed with me for years and years. I only recently found out that's from Shakespeare. And it wasn't Norman Branham who taught me that discretion is the better part of valor. Norman Branham stole that from Shakespeare. King Henry IV, or one of those stupid things. Anyway, let's refresh and move along. Oh, yeah. Sunday, August 23rd is National Cuban Sandwich Day. I'm about to blow your mind because I've had the best Cuban sandwich I ever had in Hershey, Pennsylvania. That's right. The sweetest place on earth makes the best panini cubano, the best Cuban sandwich in the world. Now, I can't tell you what the name of the place is, and I can't tell you how to get there. I can tell you, I mean, if you ask me, I can do the research, I could find the details. But there's the Hershey Hospital where the helicopters land. And then off in the distance is this restaurant. This restaurant has downsized. It used to be 2 giant buildings, and then they closed one, and now it's just one building. And they got a lot of music memorabilia inside. We were filming my movie, one of my movies, with independent award-winning film director Hal Kramer. We were filming one of my movies in a section of this restaurant. And to be polite, of course, hey, can we use your restaurant to film part of this movie? Yeah. Cool. Can we have some food? Yeah. I had the Cuban. It was amazing. This restaurant, if I could describe it, it's right off of 322. But you can't get there off of 320. Yeah, you have to, like 3 miles back, you have to take this weird exit and follow a frontage road, and it brings you right up to it. But man, and I've eaten Cuban sandwiches in a lot of places, like specifically in Florida. My Cuban sandwich repertoire, mainly Florida. But I've eaten them everywhere in Florida. I've eaten them in Tampa. I've eaten them in Jacksonville. I've eaten them in Orlando. Or I've eaten them in Daytona, in Tallahassee. I've eaten them all over Florida. In Miami. In Miami, off a food truck. And at the time, I thought that was the most authentico Cubano you could have. Until I found this little place in Pennsylvania. And it was amazing. I'm curious to know if you've ever eaten a Cubano. Not in the Jeffrey Dahmer way, like in a normal panini kind of way. If you've ever eaten a Cubano, where was your best Cuban sandwich? That should be an interesting topic of discussion, especially on Sunday, August 23rd, National Cuban Sandwich Day.